Hello everybody, I'm Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, so welcome back to another episode of the Manager of Legends Journeyman save. With me, Matthew, and our manager, Neil Brannan. Now you might notice a difference in the overall look of the screen. Well, that is because I am using the WTCS 1.3 gold, or whatever it's called, skin for FM24. I still like using this size skin, but I want to just try something different for a while. So next best thing I think is the TCS skin, or the WTCS skin, the workspace one. So yeah, I'm basically using that for the meantime. Maybe go back to the size skin later if I get bored of it. I don't know, we'll have to see. Now, last season was a disappointing one. Unfortunately, we lost in the FA Cup final and didn't finish very well in the league. The only really saving grace was winning the Carabao Cup, but we now have to go again next season and hopefully do better than last season, or this current season that's just about to end, because if we don't, we'll be sacked. We might still get sacked halfway through this season because the board at the last time I checked was insecure. Apparently we are now stable, so we're safe for now, but a horrible start and we'll get ourselves sacked for sure. But we have a season review to look at, so let's look at it. So a few people actually joined, quite a lot of people actually, and all of them played quite a amount of games. Most played player was Van der Broek, who is an amazing player. Davil Fumich was also amazing. Bruseno was also amazing. Danilo was okay. Rocky Martinez was okay. Reagan hardly played, even though he started off. He was basically playing as when Mitic was injured, which was a fair game because he played 12 games at the end. So yeah, Point played averagely. Fernando Neves got unhappy because he wasn't playing enough, but I don't think he was as good as he was expected to be. Silvestri came in and played 5 games, Bello came in, played 5 games, and Javier Ferrero came in and played 2 games. They're all under 21 players. I think they're still under 21 players for next season, so that is all good. In terms of sales, we saw Kohope, Torres and Lee Clark. Apparently disappointed with Lee Clark, even though it was taken out of my hands because of the director of football, so I don't know why they're unhappy with me. They have an E rating on the Premier League because we only got a top half finish when we were expected to finish in the Europa League. In the end, apparently only 5 teams qualify. Well, it says 5 here, but 6 teams. I think Brighton must have won an FA Cup or something. Who won the FA Cup against us? It was Brighton, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Was it? I forgot. Yeah, it was Brighton. Who won the FA Cup? It must have been Brighton. We played in that FA Cup final. We should know. But yeah, Brighton ended up finishing getting the Europa League spot. So did Liverpool. We got the Conference League for the Carabao Cup. Leicester, West Ham, Man United, and Chelsea all got Champions League with Chelsea winning the league. Tottenham, of course, nearly went down on the final game of the season until either Burnley or Tottenham let a goal in, or Tottenham scored. I forgot which one it was now, but yeah, they survived on goal difference at the end. Nottingham Forest go down with Burnley, but yeah, they're happy with the Carabao Cup. Okay or pleased with the FA Cup, but disappointed about the Premier League. The biggest winner was in the Emirates FA Cup, which was the 6-1 victory against Newcastle. Match to remember was the 3-2 victory in the Premier League against Brighton, and the goal of the season was Corellia's 58th minute goal against Brentford, and a 3-1 victory against them. We've stayed the same in reputation. Sponsorship's gone down by over 100 million. That is not good. Broadcast revenue's practically gone down by 10. The corporate and hospitality competition prize money and matchday commercial income and retail has all gone up. We sold 9 million, or just under 10 in the total merchandise sales, worth 3.5 plus, coming in on domestic sales. 51,000 shirts were sold. Alvarov, Bruseno, Leva, Tapsoba and Neves were the highest sold players in terms of shirts. Mitic was our best goalkeeper. Andy Allen was our best right back. Brian Gregory was our best centre back alongside Federico Gao. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Leonardo Corellia was our best left back. Hermanus van der Broek was our DM. Vivaldi Klenga and David Funch were our two midfielders. Danilo Briceno was our right winger. Dario Leva was our left winger. And also Alborov was our striker. He actually got Golden Boot for the Premier League, so he was a really good player. In terms of the fans player of the season, it was Alborov. Young player of the season was also Alborov. I didn't know he was 24, I thought it was older than that, but okay. Goal of the season, we would have gone through that. Top goal scorer, Alborov, 29 goals. Most assists with 11 was Dario Leva. Most player of the match awards was Brian Gregory with 4. Highest average rating, 7.1 was Alborov, and our most passes completed by 9 minutes was 65. That's quite a long one with Alejandro Pava. And of course, Premier League Golden Boot winner was Alborov. We of course only won the Carabao Cup, and yeah, that is getting very long way to do it. Of course, we start at criticism. Chavchy was sacked by them. We then went to Nagano, got 2 promotions with them. FC Tokyo, we got a J1 League victory. West Ham, we got a load of victories in Carabao Cups and FA Cups, and I think we won the Europa League maybe? I forgot now. Real Madrid, we won league titles, and Crystal Palace, we had a not a very successful season. Knock off the Carabao Cup win. I think it's successful still, but board probably don't think so, considering we didn't do well in the league. Anyway, I'm going to skip ahead now, see what happens. Hopefully some good transfers will come in. So, transfers. The only player to leave before the end of the season and to the next season was Ollie Mitchell, who's gone on a free transfer to Wolves. I don't think he'll ever get any good. But people that joined and people that left. Alejandro Perez was sold to Sassuolo. Now, he was mandatory future fee in a loan offer when he was worth about 30 to 40 million, and they got him for 2 million on a mandatory fee. So I don't understand that, why the Director of Football even accepted that, but okay. Player of his quality has gone out for 2 million, which is just so wrong. Miguel Aranda, Aaron Prendeville, and Joel Sujit Fernandez, and have all been let go on through transfers to Hamburg, Derry City, and 2 of them to Blackpool. Then Marko Mitic was sold to Southampton. I think I said last episode how good this goalkeeper is in terms of what he does and his average ratings, and yeah, you're going to sell him for 42 million rather than 52 million to Southampton, that are a worse team than us. So I'm disappointed in that. Stephen Smith was loaned out. Tetsuya Hachinari was sold to Everton. Vorhorn Love was loaned out to QPR. Sergio Lujan, who was unhappy. He was unhappy, that he wanted to be expected to be a squad player when he was only really a fringe player. I said, can he be a fringe player? He said no, because I can't change it to fringe player anyway, unless it's through that talking. I couldn't change him from breakthrough prospects, so he wasn't happy with that. And then eventually got unhappy that he couldn't never get a game for us, and he wanted to leave to get first team football because he never expected us to get first team football. Never expected him to get first team football with Crystal Palace. So yeah, Barcelona paid £31 million for him. And Javier Bello has been loaned out to Rosario Central. And people that joined, Francis Diaz has joined. £11.5 million from Real Oviedo. Apparently we've had to accept him as an important player. I don't think he's an important player compared to other players in the team. So yeah, he is, especially with people that have joined, so I don't think he's going to get happy. I don't think he's going to be happy come the end of the season. Mario Sebastian comes in on a free transfer from Benfica's B side. Amir joins us from Newcastle. He is our AMC because we're now playing with an AMC. Can also play at a striker if need be. Jeremy Dornier comes in as our replacement for Mitic. Now, he looks good goalkeeper on paper, but if you go through his average ratings for the past 2 seasons, this season he started breaking into the outside. He got 6.63. Last season, when he was the main choice, he got 6.55. So hopefully his average ratings are better than that for us. Otherwise, he's immediately going to be dropped in like 10 games if he doesn't have a good rating. I mean, Slahovic, another player that joins us from Malmo. Yeah, he hasn't got a work permit. How I do it is I don't give them ESC slots because I have to decide that myself unless they're a big player. I just kept rejecting. I could just kept appealing, and when it came to the confirm, I said don't allocate ESC slot, and the director of football said, you know what, I'm going to head with this anyway. So he's joined us with that work permit, which is unfortunate. So he can't even play for us, which is quite disappointing, really. I mean, he's gone up quite massively already, and he's also, has he been loaned out? No, he hasn't. I'm thinking of Stephen Smith or something. Yeah, he's improved as well, which is good. But yeah, bit of a change of a tactic as well. We are going, instead of this one, which had a midfielder in the centre, as well as a DM and AMC, I've reverted it back to 2 DMs. Now this is a tactic I was using in another save for a test to see if the save rules worked well. The save will be coming out next week, I hope. So look forward to that. I basically used it to test if the series rules worked well, and it was a good tactic in the end, so I saved it. And yeah, it's called the Celestial Dragon Tactics, my main tactic. And yeah, hopefully this one does good with that. With this, hopefully this tactic does good with Crystal Palace side, like it did with the side I was playing last time when I created it. But in terms of results, we ended up doing good against Queen's Park. Then Luzerne we just about won, and Cambridge we only just about won. And that is when I decided to change the tactic to the Celestial Dragon one that I've already saved, of course. With that we won against Toulouse and Lens. Lens. I think it's Lens. I don't know. I'm bad with French pronunciation. I can't even say pronunciation right. I'm bad with all pronunciations, to be fair, apart from probably a slight bit of English. Probably more able to pronounce Japanese names of all things, even though I can't even speak that language. But yeah. We've got first game against Aston Villa. Season preview is quite crazy. We're actually expected to finish second in the league, given how good a recruitment has been. Problem is, the people we signed up to this point of the season has made more people have to be unregistered for the Premier League. And we also got Takefusa Wasaki coming back into the side. He looks like he's improved since he was on loan last season. But people like Point, who was only signed last season, he has to be unregistered, and a load of other players as well, because we have to fit these better players in. But if we could only sign the English trained players instead of these foreign players that can't become English trained players in 3 years' time because they're not 18. So yeah, disappointed in that regard. And then one more transfer came in, that was Kenny Bolger, who looks quite good. He comes in for £350,000, rising to 525k from America to Cali, and at 2.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential ability. I'm so crazy. I'm so amazed that I managed to get him that cheap. However, because he's 18, I wanted him to play in the main side as backup and then be here for 3 years to get English trained talent. But we're loaning him out most likely to a Turkish side in either Antalya Sport or Samsunspor, so he won't get English trained talent if that goes through. In terms of everything else, we loaned out a load of players and sold Mario Mata to Atletico. He was not registered. He did not look good enough. He was online last season to Lons, and he didn't hardly played. Or Lens, I still don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. Once again, a healthy profit from when he joined originally. 10.25 million. He's gone to 28 million. He's gone to 28 million to Atletico, rising to 35, and I think that is a good deal by Dougie Freeman and Direct Football. In terms of the results in the season, we beat Aston Villa 3-1, we beat Southampton 2-0, Brentford we won 5-2, West Ham we drew 0-0, we then beat Fulham 3-1 in the third round of the EFL Cup, and just recently drew 1-1 against, at the time, first place Liverpool, while we were second. Currently defeated, we are fourth. Leicester have won 4 and lost 1. Chelsea have won 4 and lost 1, while us and Liverpool have won 3 and drawn 2, as well as West Ham. So Liverpool, West Ham, Chelsea, Leicester, Crystal Palace all look the real deal. Bournemouth are doing good as well, but I think they'll drop off eventually. Leicester, even though probably not as good as these other teams, have been consistent in the Premier League for years now, so they always get into the continental positions. Because of that, they've managed to improve, and some seasons they're even in the Champions League but just miss out on the last day or something like that. So yeah, they're going to be tough, but the season looks good. The tactic that we're using looks good, and yeah, hopefully everything else will go well. But yeah, that is enough for this episode. So if you have enjoyed this episode, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel as well for more FM24 content, and hit the bell as well for mobile notifications so you never miss an upload. Also check out all my socials down in the description below, and I've been Matthew, also SamuraiHex. I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.